puppy. Come here. What? What? Come here. You can sit on Papa's lap. Come up. Up. No, good boy. You're a good boy. You just came in to get pets? Come here. Munchie. Ooh, that breeze feels nice. Breeze feels nice. Hello, everyone. Welcome to 8-Bit Adventures Game Night. Welcome back for returning viewers. We are once again playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. So this is much further into the game than last week. This is basically post-time skip. So if you don't want spoilers, you might want to check back at some point, because there will probably be some element of spoilers on this stream. Start things off, we're going to do some exploration because it is the top of the month. And let's see what this Claude ventures out into the territory of Margrave Edmund. Okay. So, do you have to replenish just a little bit? Just a little bit. But yeah, so we're gonna go right into exploration. See if we have any new quests. We do have new quests.
Claude was saying that our next battle might be in Gronder Field. Is that right? Reminds me of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. But of course that was a very different time. When it was over, all 3 class heads complimented each other on their bravery. And then we had a party. But we can never go back to that, can we? Excuse me, could you do me a favor? Claude was saying, reminds me when it was, and then we had...
Oh dear. It would appear that I lack some of the materials. What do I lack? So black sand, steel, wild game. Is it the wild game? Okay. I'm pretty sure I can just buy wild game.
Hi.
Why will you not let me in? Oh, that's why. Worried warrior. That's an interesting outfit.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Is there a medicinal herb I can use to calm my nerves? Yes. Yes, there is. But first, let us do some gardening. Wait, Verona. What do we want to plant? We want to plant white and red. Oh. And we want to cultivate. There we go. White Verona. What does that do? Also, what does this talisman do? Permanently increases resistance by 2. I want to give this to Raphael, as his resistance is bad. Just want to shore up that defense and just make him unstoppable. It's still really low. Wow. Wow, that is not great.
The Great Bridge of Murden was considerably better fortified than it was 5 years ago. The bridge was full of soldiers, and they all died. And Ferdy was there. We killed Ferdy, Professor. He used to be our friend. Do you remember those days?
I do. We killed him because the game would not give me an option to spare him.
We might see Edelgard herself leading the enemy in the next battle. If they're coming out of Fort Mercius, our troops might even clash on Gronder Field, and those other troops on the march. Who knows what they'll do, or what side they'll take. Not sure how we're supposed to form a strategy with so many unknowns. Hey, how come you only ever flatter me in times like these? Anyway, we've come this far. Let's just keep putting one foot in front of the other and see how far we get.
I'm giving you that compliment, Leone, because you are essentially tactical range support master of my forces. That's why. You are the bow knight. Right, I gotta go see that knight. Give him some calming herbs. I also gotta buy some
Welcome.
Wild game.
You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you.
And this is
have
where
a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a
we just
you
buy
have
all
a-
the gifts in the
you
market.
have a good eye. You have a good. 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 You have a pleasure doing business with. Come again.
Might not need them,
Hello there.
but I like to support local artisans
This one, yes? I think this
and local
one, yes?
merchants.
I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think 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 this one.
You only
yes?
got one of them,
I
so
think-
stop asking me. This one,
Return
yes.
soon,
This one,
please.
yes. This one, yes.
Hello.
The Dark Merchant.
Will this one do? It's all yours.
I don't think I really need a lot of this other stuff. I don't think so.
Tell your friends.
Welcome!
Speed ring.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
The problem is I don't think I
Come back
have
soon.
space for a lot of those other rings. Who's down here?
A moment,
Just
please.
merchant.
Since you secured the Great Bridge of Murden, trade got a lot easier within the Empire. Nevertheless, profits are rather thin compared to how it was 5 years ago. You can't be much of a trader unless you're prepared to traverse the whole of Fodlan.
Hello there.
Oh, who's down here? Oh, Shamir.
Reconnaissance is becoming more of a risk the deeper we move into enemy territory. If I don't come back, assume I'm dead. Good. We have to be realistic. Don't waste your energy worrying about me.
I won't then.
I gotta say, it's tough to keep the fighting spirit alive when you recognize your enemies on the battlefield. So you can't avoid it, huh? How did everything get so messed up? Just because we're fighting someone doesn't mean we gotta hate them. That's probably the worst thing about war. Win or lose, I still get a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
What?
Gatekeeper.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I hear we're sending troops to Gronder Field next. Is that what's what? That whole area is in the territory of House Burgleys. It's famous as the main granary of Fodlan. If we could capture it, we probably wouldn't have to worry about food anymore. Bread for all.
Dude, that's actually really helpful information. Like, if that is in fact the main granary.
Edelgard's presence suggests that Hubert is around too. He is minister of the Imperial household, after all. He's been around Edelgard since they were children. I suppose he must be pretty happy with his current position.
So at this point in the game, lost items stop appearing.
Word just reached me that the Empire has stationed soldiers in Fort Mercius.
No, that's if you're playing Blue Lions. We're Golden Deer.
If they decide to dig in their heels and defend the fort, we'll be in a difficult situation. I hear it's an impregnable keep, surrounded by high ramparts. Taking it would not be easy.
We'll do fine. We're over leveled. We'll be fine.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Nice. Then, where's Hilda? So, well, this way? Yes. There she is. Oh. Are you kidding me?
Thanks so much. You're a
There's
sweetheart.
Wild Game right there. All right, so we're gonna fast travel to the cathedral. Spend some renown.
Need something?
We got 1,800 points. Lance skills +2. Getting to faith +2 would be pretty good.
You're all set. See you again soon. Hello there.
Professor, I trust you and Claude, but I feel uneasy. If we lose in the next battle, the Empire's army will likely come surging into Alliance territory. If that happens, my parents won't escape unharmed. They've raised their anti-Imperial flag after all. Thank you, Professor. I'll fight with all I've got to. Speaking with you has eased my mind a bit. Just enough, in fact, to put me in the mood for sweets.
Of course. It's always sweets with you, Lysithia. Alright, we need to raise faith. So we're gonna do choir practice. Also get my authority up.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
With my opera ladies.
I heard that some unidentified troops have appeared, but apparently they were flying the flag of the Vargas royal family. Do you think it was Dimitri's ghost? His country was taken before he ever wore the crown. Surely he must regret that.
Let's see. If there were 3 villages with no watering holes and one well was dug along the border between the 3 villages, what would you think would become of the people there? Well, I'd like to think that it's the bottom choice. Yeah, I know. It's probably not how it's going to work, but... Okay. So... Now, let's go train up my sword skill. Get that to S rank.
Hey, I hear the next battle could be a big one. Is that true? I miss the old days when if someone got hurt, we'd rush them to the infirmary and make them well. But on the battlefield, there's not enough time to help. People die. Professor, don't be one of those.
We're not going to let that happen. Never gonna die.
We secured the win in our first skirmish. But the next battle is a different matter. The Empire will come after us with everything it's got. Even so, the ultimate victory will be ours. And I'm not just saying that. I've made ample preparations to ensure our victory. It's my rule to never leave victory to chance. You can't rely on the protection of the goddess. With your power and my schemes, I should be able to plot a direct course to victory.
Right.
Oh, and then train authority and set it.
I certainly hope we will find at least some clue. But I do suspect I already know where she is. If I'm right, and she is in the Imperial capital, then we cannot save her until we topple the Empire.
Okay. So...
Since little Claude became their leader, the Alliance Lords haven't been especially unified. Now they're suddenly united for a common cause. As a result, the Empire hasn't been able to perform even one successful incursion. Rather, we're the ones who might get the jump on them. It's incredible. Magical, even. Maybe his strategic genius was simmering for those 5 years. and it returned to a full boil once you two were reunited. Or maybe he always knew he'd meet you again, and he was preparing for that this whole time.
Maybe. Oh. Yeah, we can go train with Catherine in swords.
Hello. Beyond the Great Bridge of Murden, it's all unfamiliar territory for us. We don't know where Lady Rhea's being held. We ought to investigate all potential locations thoroughly. The Knights of Seros will handle the search. We'll report back if we learn anything.
Okay, so we got a whole bunch of people that are unmotivated. So we're gonna have to save a bunch of... Well, I suppose we could do gifts. Give everybody gifts. So let's see. So what else do we have? What else can I train with? Dorothea trains black magic. Leone trains bows. Bernadetta trains bows. Henneman trains bows and black magic. Ignaz's bows. Flane does white magic. Raphael does like axes and brawling. Shamir is lances and bows. Lysithia's black magic. Marianne's white magic. Lawrence, I think, is spears and riding. Yeah, I think that might be it as far as advanced training that I can do. It's training grounds, dining hall. So we'll go to the dining hall. We'll cook something up. Give everybody a boost. HP, dexterity. I do like luck. So luck benefits.
My cooking is so good, it's been called seductive.
Basically,
Should
quite
I
a few
show
of my
you what
units.
I can do, Professor?
But Raphael, in particular, since his passive ability, it gives him an extra 2% chance to regain health at the start of his turn, and every little bit helps.
I enjoy cutting up vegetables in preparation to cook, so I'll do that and leave you with the cleanup. Oh.
There we go. Yeah, we'll do... Let's see. And we'll do a bunch of meals, get everybody's motivation up.
Having a meal like this reminds me of the old days, eating alongside the rest of the opera company.
So true. I really miss those days. Oh, sorry, Professor. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation.
I got 4 left. I suppose I could go around and give people gifts. And then do a bunch more training. I could do that. Let's do that. I bought all those gifts. So... No, I think Hilda... Nope. Hilda does not need motivation. Leone does, I believe. No. No. Bernadetta does, though. So basically, I'm sure she's still hiding out in her room. Yep.
So, the campaign continues, does it? Well, allow me, as a professional recluse with 10 years of experience, to volunteer for, staying behind. Oh, who am I kidding? The fighting won't stop until we've defeated Edelgard, will it? Or until we lose, I guess. But there's not much use in thinking about that.
Here we go. Armored bear stuffy.
Wow.
And
Wow.
watering can. Alright, who else needs motivation? Oh, Lysithia and Mary, and they're both up in the cathedral. So Lysithia we can bribe with cake.
Professor, speaking. For me? For me?
Actually... Oh, I can... Oh, she can teach me authority. There we go. That works for me.
Apparently his country... I appreciate this.
I wonder if Claude can teach me authority. Lawrence, does he need... Nope, he's good. We'll go check back in with Claude. He likes spices.
Well...
And riding boots.
Hey there. We secured the Empire. I'm not... It's my... With your power...
Let's see. Nope. Gifts.
Hey.
Riding boots. Exotic spices. Ignatz. And that's it. Ignatz, where are you? Okay. So I think that might be it.
The bat, can you recall whether it was before or after I joined your class, Professor? I'm glad you have... It was shortly after I joined your class.
Professor, thanks to our victory, I've been able to study the Great Bridge of Murden at my leisure. And you know what? It's an astounding structure. So much history there. Imagine how much time and effort it must have taken to build something that big. Over water, no less. I hope that someday it will be opened up to the people of Fodlan. A historical site, rather than a military checkpoint.
I like that idea. Oh, let's see. I know he likes ceremonial swords and ancient coins. There we go. Now I believe everybody's motivated. There we go. Great. So, who else can train me? Alois?
Word if they just I hear.
Like those. Let's see what Dorothea can train me in.
The bridge and Ferdy.
Yeah, just black magic. Okay. Alright, so I guess I'm boosting my white magic. Since I have that.
Apparently his country...
And then what I'll do is just round it out with a trip to the dining hall and do 2 meals. Just boost some affinity between characters. So who do I want? Not Marianne.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Then, let's see, Raphael and Bernadetta. We just gotta find a meal that they both like. Come on. I know there's one here somewhere. Nobody likes those? Oh no, I don't have the materials for it, probably. Verona. I need Verona. I might be able to buy Verona from the merchants. So let's go see. Let's go see if I can buy Verona.
Hello there.
Buy Verona.
Hello.
From the Dark Merchant. No.
Tell your friends.
Welcome! Come back soon!
Hey, welcome.
Nope.
Come
You
again.
just sell seeds.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Okay. Alright, so that's not gonna happen.
Professor.
So we'll just pick something then. We'll pick something that at least one of them likes. There we go. Raphael, Bernadette.
This is...
I'd rather eat alone and...
There we go. Now we're done exploring. Because I don't really need to go fishing. I'd rather go fishing on the 3rd weekend when there is a fishing event. Save up my bait for that. Alright, so goals. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we want to train Ignatz and Black Magic for Mortal Savant. Or Reason, rather, for Mortal Savant. Yes, this is good for Lysithea. This is good for Marianne. Marianne's in a bit of a weird case because she's got like a little bit of everything as a Holy Knight. But she's a really strong magician too, so training her in Reason. And then she's got her own sword, so we want to train her in swords. And everybody needs authority, and you needed spear to become a Holy Knight. It's just all over the place. Authority. Oh, she's almost there. So maybe we change this to authority and riding. Help move that along. Yeah, we want to get Bernadetta up with riding so that she can become a bow knight. Let's see. Anything else? No, that all looks good. Oh, you know what? What's Raphael's riding like? Okay, well, he's getting there. Riding's a weakness of his. So yeah. So it takes him a little while to get there. He'll get there though.
Oh, I've really... I'll keep...
Dorothea. Let's see. Yeah, we wanna increase this.
You're quite... I appreciate your coaching, Professor. Everything...
Oh, yeah, we wanna help Bernadetta with her horseback riding. Learn the ability Pass. I'll have to check that ability out. Maybe it's like you get to move through enemy units or something, which is a cool ability. Alright, who else? Who else needs help? Well, I think we can go with Claude.
Good fuel for a scheme.
We want to get that,
That was...
We'll boost that up.
More cards for my sleeve.
1 session left. Yeah, we'll continue with flying. So right now I'm trying to get all my my students and units skills up to S rank, because you get really cool abilities at S rank, as I was notified of from Josh York on the podcast. I got 3 left. Let's go with Lysithia. And yeah, let's focus on black magic. Yeah, you could have told me that S rank for magic skills gives +1 range, because that is superb. I mean, that's just amazing.
Of course I was right. What now? Yours? Let's do...
Alright, I got 1 left. 1 left. Who needs it? Yeah, because I mean, the only one it really matters. Yeah, because Physic gets bonus range based on your magic skill, which is absurd. Yeah, you know what? We want to give Raphael the good battalions.
Really? I think...
Alright. So we got that. And then begin!
I would like to ask you something.
Okay. Always been confident in my exceptional skill, but lately I admit I have experienced some minor doubts. What can I do to restore my confidence?
Ah, so that's how it is.
Motivation increased. It's already at maximum. Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, why a lot of them... Like, I'd use them once, and then they would just be done, and I'm like, why? Okay. I kind of like,
this to us.
for the stat boosts as well, though.
I'm glad it's you.
And I mean, the A rank ones just
Finally
have
done.
way better...
Not bad.
Way better stat boosts.
I'm glad I'm getting better.
Welcome, everybody watching the stream. No! Oh, I'm on 2 points short for riding with Leone. Ugh. There we go.
This should be suitable.
Battalion Vantage. Never gonna use it.
This'll help keep me alive.
All right, so what do we got here? All right, certifications. Let's see. This helps Bernie with Bow Knight. Also, oh, there we go. I learned that mastering Sniper, you don't get to take that, you don't get to take that combat art with you if you change to a different class. Which I thought, like, oh, you know, I'll take Hunter's Volley, and then I'll make everybody Bow Knights, and then they'll get Hunter's Volley on a Bow Knight with massive range. Yeah, and the whole thing with Swordsman and everything, so I'm like, oh, this whole time, I've been wasting trying to get people to master, like, Sniper and Swordsman and everything, and then they can't even use those skills, so I was like, oh, I wasted all of this time when I could have been focusing on, you know, getting them, like, getting Bernadetta into Bow Knight, because the benefits for Bow Knight are just so much better. It gives you, like, an additional +1 range, and the mobility is huge. So, what we're going to do... She's got a 53% chance to succeed. I think it's worth it. We did save. So, we also have we also have a bunch of... Oh, nope. Boo. Alright. So we are going to do a soft reset then, so I don't use up that Master Seal. And, you know, we'll wait. Yeah. Yeah. So that way we'll just have, the only thing is I don't know how, I mean, I suppose I could convert Bernadetta over to a like a Lancer or cavalry, whatever that class is called, just so that way she gets riding experience in combat. I mean, that might be the play, so that would just to further boost her riding. That way, I mean, she could, excuse me, still use her bows and everything. That is true. What is she doing right now? She is just focusing on riding. Let's see. Cavalier. Yeah, I think I'll have her take this exam. So that way when we're doing... I mean, we can at least... I'm not really gonna have anybody switch to intermediate classes. So, like, I have seals left over. I have plenty of archers right now. So I think... I don't have a problem with making her a Lancer at the moment. So yeah. I think what I can also do is, let's see, who's got... Dorothea's got a knowledge gem. I think I can store that and give it to Bernadetta. Resistance. Okay, so that'll go on... Increases amount of skill experience. Yep. Okay. We can store that. He's not going to use it, though. Yeah. So that way, she'll get double experience from focusing on it, and then bonus experience from that. She probably should have a better lance. Oh, there we go. Brave Lance. And we can stow the longbow, I think, for now. Oh, and abilities. Oh yeah, what's this pass ability? Allows you to pass through spaces occupied by foes. That's pretty good. I'll trade that out for defensive tactics. And then... Actually, we could just let her keep using bows. I think we actually have to have her use lances. So we'll take, which bow did she have before? Killer bow? No, it was a longbow. That's what it was. We'll take this longbow plus. Yeah, she's never going to use lances. Now that she's got that sweet, sweet sword. Also found out, when you steal things, you have to have item slots available. I ended up losing out on a free Master Seal because I failed to realize that. So, go Sean. And we want to equip that. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah. I'm just gonna save. And then it's time for battling. Sleeping Sand Legend, battle in Allele. We're gonna do Sleeping Sand Legend. Do this some paralogue action here. Oh. I thought it was a loading screen.
Very interesting. Oh, Teach. How long have you been there?
Forever.
Don't sneak up on me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Anyway, I'm reading the official biography of the Four Saints, as sanctioned by the Church. I know you're not very familiar with the teachings of Seros, but even you must have read it at least once. Huh. I'm amazed you managed to get a job teaching at an academy run by the Church. Well, whether you've read the biography or not, the Four Saints must at least ring a bell, right? Well then, I've got a little quiz for you. Name the Four Saints, companions of the great Saint Seros. I'll give you a hint. There was Keyhole, Sethleen, Indek, and... who was the fourth one again? Correct. I was hoping you'd know that much at least.
Yeah, that's the one
In
that
any
turned
case,
into the
you can learn some interesting
the
things
beast,
reading
I
about the
think.
life and times of Saint Macuil. For instance, he was more skilled with his hands than his fellow saints, and even became an accomplished blacksmith. He used his skills to forge countless sacred weapons for the army of Seros. Of course, he didn't just forge the weapons, he also used them in battle himself. Legends say his strength
maybe it was
was
his
second
crest
only
or
to
something.
Seros. It's even said that he played a big role in the Battle of Tailtean, where Seros fought Nemesis, the King of Liberation, who became the King of Evil. Macuil lost his life in that battle, and now his body rests in a coffin within the Holy Mausoleum. Or so one story goes. Another legend says he set off on a journey to find a new land, that he left Fodlan from the east, crossed the sea, and vanished. He must have left Alliance territory, but where exactly would he have set sail from, I wonder? Thinking about it reminds me of another interesting story concerning the Srang region. The peninsula is attached to the mainland of Fodlan and extends from the northeastern part of Kingdom territory. If you were to set sail from Margrave Edmund's territory, you could cut across a stretch of sea and land there. And it just so happens that in the Srang region, there are ruins built to worship a sacred beast that appeared from across the sea.
What?
If the ruins have something to do with St. Macuo, there could be sacred weapons there. So, have I piqued your interest, or what?
Dude, weapons, let's go.
Cool, don't you? Just think of how useful, not to mention that the peninsula would be pretty easy to get to about now, seeing as how Alliance territory has settled down a bit. We'd be there and back in no time. No one would even notice we were gone. Come on, Teach. Let's go to the Srang region.
No one will even know we're gone, except we're taking everybody.
I set my mind on something. Let's make the necessary preparations before I die of curiosity.
Yeah, unless this is going to be a two-person mission, everybody's going to know that we're going. Okay. Oh, 12 people. Fancy. Man, I don't know who to do then. This throws everything out of whack. So Lawrence goes with Leone. We will have Seteth go with Flame. And I'll take Shamir. There we go. If that's going to be the case, we're going to want to make sure that Flame actually has some good stuff. I think she's a bishop right now? Oh, that's right. We can change her to a Pegasus Knight.
I am eager to give this a go.
And we're going to change out Miracle for Renewal, because that works out better. Yeah, I don't know why it said that. Because they're both flying now. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, the battalion! That's... okay. Oh no! She can't have a battalion! Because her... okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll figure something out. Yeah. That'll be okay. Let's do this then. Defeat the enemy commander.
There are the ruins. It looks like we're not going to have the luxury of an excavation. Look, I bet those are the watchmen of the ruins. And that big beast? I hear they call it the Wind Caller.
Only by defeating me can you claim the secret treasure.
Yeah, it speaks. What is it?
It looks like a Daggeron.
Huh? Who are you? I'm just here for a bit of treasure. Don't attack me.
Someone got here first. Must be a band of looters. We can't let them get the treasure. Guess their luck's about to run out.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I mean, I could just, like, beeline a bunch of flying units down there. Do, like, the old Delta attack pattern kind of a thing.
Shall we?
Nah, that might not work. Alright, well, we'll keep an eye on it. Ah, desert. Of course. Yeah. I mean, I'm down for Flying V.
Onward.
Alright, and then the rest... Oh, good lord.
Leave it to me.
I do this for all of us.
Steady now.
My orders?
Oh, you've got stuff. Give me your stuff.
Alright, who's next? Let's put it to the...
Learn the ability +1 movement.
My skills are rising to my status.
Oh, that was... a steel axe.
I'll do my best.
This does not bring joy. Get up! I love Smite.
What's my strategy?
Do I? I don't know. Combat arts. Swap.
There's no stopping me.
Assist. Cast ward. On Raphael. Now he's unstoppable.
More fighting.
Dance? Or do I warp?
Let's make this quick.
I think. Here's what I do. So I do warp. Throw me right up front. And then go here. Dance. And then warp. Perfect plan. No damage. I took half of no damage. Oh, they've got a thing. What? That's right. You got nothing. He doesn't even have a shield anymore. Is I decided to, I gave him Goddess Ring. So instead he gets health regen.
You're not trying to take this treasure from me, are you? This is our chance.
And it boosts his luck, which gives him more chances for more health regen.
If I don't get this treasure back, now's our chance. What you
Huh? Are you looting too?
All right. You know what? This is ridiculous.
Can we help?
We need to just bust through. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, we're gonna gambit here.
Now's our chance.
Which is, we're just gonna put an explosive barrel on a cart. That's best strategy for anything. And there you go. Armor's broken. One hit. Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So that way we also hit the flying dude. Yeah, we're just gonna stay here. We're gonna miasma that square. Ignatz. Ignatz will go here. Actually, we're going to move Marianne up first. Okay. It's very good. Let's see. Assassinate. Is that what we want to do? Do we want to just not do? Yeah, okay.
One of us had to die.
Okay. Who wants to really wreck stuff? I think Lysithea really wants to wreck stuff. Oh my god, there's so many so many things. Oh no, there's too many things. Where's Dance? Here we go.
Apologies.
You're in my way!
And then, ooh. Helm Splitter. There we go. And then for this one, oh, we still got to do this one. We'll kind of just do a flyby. Wait. Oh, can I not use... I can't use magic. Oh no. Oh dear. Combat arts. Hit and run. After combat, your unit moves back one space. Tempest Lance. Powerful lance attack. Cavalry units. So, Recordian, I know Courtney has been doing it, mostly as, like, she does, like, you know, maybe, like, a week or two in-game at a time. So she'll do, like, an exploration, and then do the teaching, and then, like, that's a play session, and then she'll do, like, battles, and then teaching, and that's a play session. And then, like, longer play sessions might be, like, a month in game time at a time, and then she puts it back down. Whereas, I mean, yeah, Josh and I tend to do very, very long play sessions. But it accommodates both, I think. We're gonna do Fail Not. And just kill it.
I fought and won.
We're gonna move along the outskirts. Oh no! Manuela!
Let's think carefully.
Why are you guys running towards the dragon? That's not smart. That's not smart at all. Okay, I need to get somebody over there. Leone. That's you. Lysithia, just take that. You know what? I never do the big magic. Let's do the big magic. So we got that. Ignots. Yeah. Ignots go with them. That way, because he's been silenced, Manuela can do Nosferatu. Ooh! Oh, using magic against spellcasters is probably not going to work. Right, that makes sense. Send Bernie back this way. You know what? Ha!
I'm growing.
You do that, and then boom. Yeah, we'll just
I will not die yet.
a little bit of overkill, but I don't care. Not great stat growth that time. assist. Yeah, why not?
Sweet of you. I'll grow as strong as I can.
And then basically, flyer team. Ooh. Ooh, we might be able to get some decent stuff going in here.
Fighting wears me out.
Give me your loot.
Self-kicked. I'm that much closer to my goal.
The treasure.
An elixir. Bruh.
After
That's
all
not
the
great
trouble
treasure.
we went through to get this treasure, I'm not gonna let you get your hands on it.
Like I can buy that at the store.
No.
That's my treasure. There we go.
Doesn't faze me.
Oh. You done get it.
Everyone's equal in battle.
Yeah, it's I think
I have an idea.
I've used them like twice maybe? Oh, it actually worked. Oh no, whatever am I gonna do?
Let's try this.
Oh god, oh no! Oh no. Yeah, well, and it was like after the time skip because the healers hadn't shown up yet. So I can steal an elixir. And then we'll just, we'll take your rapier.
Make a difference?
Yeah. I like it. It's, very strong. Very strong indeed. Move Leone up here. Oh no. Oh, poor Raphael. He can't move anywhere. We'll use bologna ravioli.
One of us
Bolganone.
had to die.
It's done.
There. We got that. So I think we should probably circle around the back, take thieves out that way, and then come in and go after the dragon. Yeah, That's not great. You know what, though? She's never gonna get any experience if she doesn't do it. There we go. Oh. And Sedith came in and helped save the day. We're gonna move them over this way. Yeah, Hilda's just gonna come in and finish things up here. I'm gonna do a Brave Axe.
Don't get used to this.
Those thieves!
That thief man.
We're all desperate.
Oh. That you... That's why you do not just send one rando guy up to fight the dragon alone. Oh, they're doing it again. Man. What do they not understand? Dragon! Where's that road? There it is. Who needs healing? I don't really need healing, but that's tasty experience. Okay. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Oh, I used up all my warps. Never mind. Never mind. Ah, there we go. Dude? That's a bad move. You should come attack me instead.
I'll have to be clever.
Miss. Yes. Alright, let's go do these guys first. Can Flame get up there? Yeah, let's send Flame up there. Oof. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll just have Hilda do it.
It was a team effort.
Rusted Lance. I am so glad that that we risked all that stuff for that.
Strategy in motion. I fought and won.
Okay. So we got those guys. There's one weird spellcaster just hanging out up there. So, whatever. Then... Combat art. Smite! So there people still up there? Oh, there aren't. Okay. Well, at the very least, we can get everybody moved into position to come in from that side there. Gotta make sure that Ignatz is positioned next to Marianne for full support bonuses. Dorothea. Combat arts drawback. Warp. Who do we want? Oh yeah, you know what? Let's just do that.
So close.
Nope, now you're done.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Jeez, you know, I spent all that time... Does this add... So that doesn't actually count as a road. Now, number one, that bothers me, because it's the same texture as the road. So if we want Raphael to be able to contribute in this fight, we're going to have him take the road along with everybody else. Alright, we're going to get everybody basically piled up. And then we'll just do a mad rush in. Break the shields, and do all that good stuff. I think Claude. Actually, you know what? We can have Flame go fly around and pick up items. That's what we can have Flame do. So that way I don't risk. Well. I'm playing on whatever, not hardcore, so people don't permanently die, but it's still a hassle. This is where we'll have Dorothea.
Sorry.
Bernie just move one up there. Oh, I just had this terrible notion of accidentally, like, smiting Lysithea right into Dragon Radius. I'm just like, oh no. Oh no, I've done a horrible thing. Yeah. I guess we'll move Ignatz up here. Manuela can be back here. Who's left? Oh, Lysithia. Yeah, no. Alright. Bait! Are we all ready? I dare say we are. So we're just gonna... actually... We're gonna ward Ignatz as well. Yeah, we're just gonna have everybody wait. Steel bow, not bad. Actually, if it goes over there, we should probably move the flyers over this way. Alright, here we go.
You have had your fun. If you are going to flee, now is your chance. If you are not going to flee, I shall take your life as payment.
Ooh. Okay, we can soak it. What is that? Can't use magic. I think that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have Marianne just hang out back here and throw healing that way. Yeah, we're not gonna have her move. Wow, that's a lot of squares. Holy moly, that's a lot of squares. Okay, where's other items for Flame to go pick up? Way back there, seriously? There. Okay. Yeah, she's a low-level character. I'm pretty sure she's going to get, like, one shot if she tries to do anything. Okay, so what I want to do is make sure that Raphael has the last hit, because that will matter. So Claude, we'll move him here, and Gambit, because his Gambit will take up a huge area here.
I smell those detestable 10 elites. Who are you?
I'm the grandson of the grandson of the grandson of the elite Regan. Now tell me who you are.
I am your family's enemy. If you carry the blood of the 10 elites, you cannot be permitted to live.
What do you mean by that? And what's that crest on your forehead?
No more talk. If you wish to survive, you must destroy me.
Good time for a secret scheme.
Huh. That's interesting. And then you know what we'll do? We'll do hit and run. Actually, Hilda, we can go here.
Oh, I got it.
We can't get out. Okay, so we got that. All right. So
Don't underestimate us.
I far can he go? He can go pretty far. And then attack that space. Or we can have Bernie do it.
I can help. Like we planned.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay. Oh, I don't have to get, like, up close and personal like that with Lysithea. Oh boy. Oh, awesome. Alright, let's see.
Those who stand before me, how long has it been? Hundreds of years, thousands. You have the stink of Sophis upon you. Let us find out whether you share power.
Oh, snap. Ooh. Nice. Quick, run in! Give it everything you've got.
I want to do my part.
What's it get now? Oh, miracle! Oh no! Oh no! Miracle's diabolical to put on an enemy. That's just not fair. All right. What do we got going on here? All right, let's do a helm splitter with the axe of Ukanvasara. Nice. Some kind of desperation mechanic thing. All right, Dorothea. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have somebody dance. Unless, no, we're gonna have somebody dance. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna give it off to my main character. Because Sublime Heaven there we go. Because I have an absurd critical hit rating. I mean, it's that dexterity 32. Yeah.
It stopped moving. Is it dead? No. It seems it's just sleeping. I thought we were supposed to be given the treasure, but... forget it. I'll just have a look around there. What about this thing? Huh. I'll think about it later.
We didn't actually get any treasure. We fought a god-dang dragon, and we did not get any
Thanks
treasure.
for all your hard work, Teach. Sorry for dragging you along with me. I had no idea it would turn into a fight. But hey, at least we got some treasure out of it. I'll leave this in your capable hands. Do with it as you will. How would we do that? More importantly, I didn't go there looking for treasure. Not really.
What?
Legends about the saints abound. It's hard to tell fact from fiction. I like to confirm whatever I can with my own eyes to find the truth in those legends. Not a thing. We didn't find anything concrete to prove that Saint Macuel had been there. We can't say for certain that the treasure we found was Macuel's either. I do wish we could have spoken to that wind caller a bit more. Unlikely. Macuel lived thousands of years ago, and I've never heard anything about the saints being monsters like that. Wait a minute. Could the wind caller have anything to do with the Immaculate One? The Immaculate One is a monster sent by the goddess. Could the wind caller be... Where was it that I heard that stuff about them having been sent by the goddess? Maybe I'm too tired. My head is heavy. I can't think straight anymore. Let's call it a day for now. I've got plenty of time to think this over.
Sword of Bagalta. What does that do? Crest of Regan. Restores HP every turn. Do I have anybody else that has the Crest of Regan? I know I don't. You do. Claude. Gloucester. No crest, no crest. Charon, Gloucester, Beast, Goneril, Indec, Sequel, Cephaline, Indec, Charon. It's just Claude. But it restores HP every turn. Who also uses swords? Oh, Ignatz uses swords. Boom. There you go, Bagalta. Okay. I think that's going to be it for the stream. Thank you for joining me this evening as we basically wandered around the monastery and then fought a dragon and got a sword. So cool beans. Let's see. What do we got coming up? Next week, the next podcast, or the next stream is the 8-Bit Adventures podcast on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We'll definitely be talking about the latest Unearthed Arcana that got put out, featuring Wild Soul Barbarians, I think is what they're called. And what was it? Path of the Astral Self Monks. Josh and I in particular are really excited about Path of the Astral Self Monks because basically you can run a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game using them. And I like how between those monks and then the Sun Soul monks is you could basically do like a Dragon Ball JoJo crossover in D&D. So that's pretty cool. Next Thursday, 8-Bit Adventures Game Night. Probably playing this again. We'll see. It might be New Game Plus by then. Who knows? And then next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time will be Tales of Jamora Leaf Dancer. So we're going to do a special one-shot, online one-shot, with new characters. that should be very entertaining. I'm definitely excited about it. It's going to take place in a community called Dusky Shores, and they're going to be investigating a haunted house. Ooh, spooky! So, we got that all coming up next week. So, and nothing else the rest of this week. Yeah, so if you'd like to see more content from 8-Bit Adventures, be sure to check out 8-bitadventures.com. If you want to help support 8-Bit Adventures, you can either become a patron at patreon.com/8bitadventures. For as little as $1 a month, gets you exclusive access to the Speedy and Monty comic, gets you early access to the comics and all the VODs from these things. Or you could become a subscriber here on Twitch. Don't forget that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can use your Twitch Prime subscription to get subscriber benefits. Subscriber benefits include emotes. So yes, we now have emotes. All subscribers get the Monty emote. So you too can experience the wonder and joy of my dog. Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. So, sorry, it's been a long day. So, with that, I just want to say, have fun, everyone. Happy gaming. And enjoy your pie cake. Good night, everybody.